Stream overlays. All right, we're back. And so,
Yay!
apologies for that part one where the sound was echoing. That was entirely my fault. We're trying out new headphones, new headsets.
New technology.
Wow.
But if you get to see the part two of part one, that was where there was a big fire set in the village by somebody, and skeletons
Literally
and
some
zombies.
bodies.
A lot of bodies. More bodies as the night went on. But everybody split, took care of friends who were trapped by zombies, the ghast that seemed to be given some orders. It wasn't the same one who was yelling from the cliffside, but it was certainly somebody on the ground. Even helped a guy out of jail.
Because why not?
Yeah. Helped out a literal jailbird.
Ah.
Technically, he was jaywalking.
Jay walking.
That was a really bad one. I'm
It
sorry.
was. It was terrible.
It's written in.
I'm
It's fine.
proud of you.
And not single-handedly, but as a team, came together and made sure that what food that the village of Arashnow have brought together so far did not burn in this, so that they can at least survive up to when they're expecting the Vistani to come in with more food
Hooray!
to trade.
Woo.
For
And
their
now we
furs.
have a terrifying mansion ahead of us.
Oh yeah, so there's a terrifying mansion. As you're coming up to the front of the estate, Celeste is kind of bundled up with a cloak, and she's pointing out at the front there's a circular path that's just all deep in snow, and she said that this used to be used for carriages, and as you're getting, it hasn't been used for years, not since the small daughter of the Falenescus died.
What happened with that?
The family fell into disrepair that when the little girl Isabella, their girl, died, the whole town mourned with them. Even though the Falenescus weren't living in the town proper, they were all loved by them, and because they supported a lot of families in town, and they financially supported a lot of families in town. Like, some of them were hired to be servants, the gardeners, the cooks. It looks like Serena's mother used to be one of the maids. And
This is going to be a really weird question for her.
sure.
Was the child buried in the town?
There's a graveyard north of town, yes.
Was she buried there, though?
There's a... No.
Okay. Thank you for your...
The
information.
Falenescus were very private in their grief, and the town kind of expected like this kind of funeral, and even maybe some extra work from maybe building up its own little tomb or something, because they kind of had money. But the Falenescus kind of kept to themselves here in the mansion for a while, and their grief went on for years. And eventually everybody just kind of suspected things weren't super up and up. But after a while, Glovia at least came out and started up the town hospice. She's really knowledgeable. And that's what Glovia's been doing. She kind of takes care of sick people around Barovia, and certainly in Orashnow.
What happened to the husband, the father?
People only know rumors. He just... they're pretty sure he died too, over grief, because he hasn't been seen since.
As we're going up to the mansion, can I do
nice, impressive gargoyles on the outside?
Yeah. Are there any lights on in the building? I want to do a look at what we can see and see if I see either movement or like some sign that people are at a specific room that has windows that is facing us, hopefully.
Cool. So this would be a very wide and then large building. Like, it has 2 stories at this point. Not even the Burgomaster had that. So give me a perception check as you approach.
Okay, that is going to be Where am I? Right there. 16.
Nice. Okay. So from the front here, you've got the gargoyles looking down at you from the parapets in disapproval. There's these huge black wooden doors with just rusted iron bindings on them that it just doesn't look like a nice door, but it doesn't look like people have used these doors. Like, just looking at it, there's a lot of snow that's accumulated here. With the 16 perception, whilst you've been getting closer and closer to this part, and Celeste has been leading you to the front, and she kind of says, like, the floor's no good, the windows are no good, the roof's no good. It just says it's like it's not a good place to be. You've noticed that there's no real paths through the snow here to the front, and you kind of see that from where animal tracks or people walking through, there is a path that leads to a side entrance. But, well, there's two paths.
That lead to different ways?
Yes.
I'm going to point them out to the party. Are any of them a set of 2 feet where it would be a person and a little girl?
I would need probably a survival check, and I'll need it from somebody else.
Okay, awesome.
What about Mr. Tree? Probably as good as
I'm
survival.
terrible at survival.
I wanted to talk to Celeste.
I'll talk to
sorry.
Celeste, Mr. Tree. What do you want to talk about?
I want to try and comfort her because I think it'd be funny. This, like 7 foot something, like he just wants to tell her, like he wants her to go home or go be safe and warm so that when we rescue her daughter, she'll have a mother to come back to.
Aww.
Because this is a dangerous area and it's been a crazy night.
But you will find my husband as well, yes? You will find Boris? You will bring my Boris and my Serena back to me?
Yes. I'm making promises I can't keep.
I hope you didn't say that out loud.
No.
Not that part. Give me a persuasion roll on that. Let's see if she can go home and trust
Okay.
this to be in your hands.
Okay,
Your
persuasion. It's not terrible, but hey. Okay, that's an 18.
Wow. Okay.
I have good charisma.
Man, Mr. Tree has been to these parent-teacher conferences before.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just says, like, she'll be fine, and Celeste is just kind of like, okay, I will go home now. I will keep a fire warm for all of you as you come back safe. And she just she grabs up to Mr. Tree's claws, hands.
I can druid craft her a little flower.
Oh,
It
gosh.
would I'm gonna druid craft a little flower.
What color is it?
It'll be red. It's not like a good color, but it's just like a red poppy.
It's the brightest thing you have seen these entire last few days. Like, there is nothing like this color in here. Nobody is even the red that Vassal's friend Demu had been wearing on his cloak, even that was like muted. You have single-handedly, or maybe two-handed, I don't know how much it takes. It's the brightest red, and she kind of gasps in surprise, and kind of takes it, and looks back at Mr. Tree and the rest of you and says, like, I hope you survive this. Trust in the Count to see you through this safely. He is the ancient, he is the land. His blessings be upon you. And that's exactly what Toren does. And then she will turn and she'll kind of like dirty up the pathway. She'll kind of like push it with some of her dress so that there will be space for you to walk back a little easier. And she starts making her way back to Orashnau village proper. It's only it's like a half hour's walk from where you were. But she'll go back, and so she's no longer in danger of whatever you're going to be facing here.
That
no,
wasn't
in direct danger.
creepy.
How about Hannah, Toren, or Segrid? What you want to try?
I am not good.
Okay. Toren's
Alright.
not looking at any footprints or other parts
I
of his
am
mansion.
like keeping an eye on the house, and everything is creepy and weird.
It's
So
true. There's other sides to it. So there's one side on the west, one side on the east, west. Uh, there's the other side that's close to a bluff. It's like House on a Hill, except there's a drop off. So what's Segrid trying at?
So should I roll perception or roll survival?
Survival if you're checking for footprints, and perception if you want to check out another part of the house.
I'm gonna go survival then. 5.
5. All right.
Oh well, I see nothing.
It's just so hard to tell. One of them on the west side looks like it might be a pair of people because it's just so wide and dirty, and it does lead up to like a lower door. Like this would be like somebody stepping down to maybe like a servant's entrance, and it does look like this door has been used. And to look at the other path, to go to the other side of the house, you have to kind of pass around the back of the house, and it looks like this part maybe used to be a garden and it's just sunken. Like there's a balcony up on the second floor, and the outside here is like an open patio with some pillars holding up the bottom, but it just looks this part of the house has just like gone a few feet into there. You can almost like jump and reach the balcony, and as you pass around that to the other side of the house to see how the tracks are and that path, the snow looks like it's been bothered quite a bit there also. And there's like another door that leads. I say it's a door, but it's where you have those basement doors, the ones that are just flat on the floor, just at a slight incline. Mm. Those look like they've also been opened, though there is like more snow around this. But the path looks like whoever walked this way, it could be 2 people, or it could just be one very messy person. Somebody with things to do. What's Hannah trying out?
She will sort of be going around the house at a little bit of a distance, like not up close to it, sort of just checking out, see if there's any like back doors or windows that look like they're broken, or checking out like exit strategies.
You give me a perception check for that, unless you want to investigate. No, you're staying off a little bit. So yeah, perception would be good.
9.
Okay.
This
so,
is a big house.
There's definitely out here. There's at the bottom and back of the house. It looks like it was sort of a garden here. But there's like large plants that's just been overgrown wildly, roots bursting through pots and spilling dirt all around. It's a mess. There's leaves and things flooding the rest of this section of the house, and a pool of putrid water that's just so murky and gross.
Not frozen?
It's not, actually. Okay. And as you're looking maybe a little closer, there's actually kind of a moist heat that's coming from it looks like there are kind of glass doors that lead to the interior of the house here, and there's this kind of warm moisture that's coming out from there. It does look dark, and then this is above where there's like a balcony on the second floor. So this, maybe they had like an indoor greenhouse of some kind. Mm-hmm. And then above you, where there's the second floor balcony, there's like some furniture that's been knocked off of it. There's like these wood rails that lost their paint a long time ago. But there's, on the second balcony, there's this whole wall of glass windows, and they don't look broken.
Okay.
On the other side, there are like windows at the corners. With a 9, you can't be sure if the lights that you see on the second floor are there, or if it's just shining from some reflected from some of the snow and things that you're carrying.
Okay.
Cool. How about Toren, who doesn't like any of this?
Toren doesn't like any of this, and he's still going to be the person that just walks up and tries the front door.
Of course. I mean, he
'Cause-
gets results, right?
Right.
Yeah. So trying that front door, the door is not locked. The rust from the handle, though, it comes off in Toren's hand. And I forgot to ask, does Toren wear gloves?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
he wears the it's part of
Proof
his
gloves.
Oh, part of the coat.
No,
so-
it's part of his coat because he touches a lot of dead things.
Oh yeah, okay. So this it comes off, and this is like the worst stain in a while. It's just like this streak of rust.
I
And-
will try to kick it open or well, push it first. Will it push or no?
It actually opens out.
Oh no. Oh.
The door falls in anyway.
Oh.
It makes a noise as it lowers there, but the grand foyer here, obviously made to impress. The ceiling is open all the way to the second floor, and ultimately to a glass-paned roof, and which is currently leaking very badly from, I guess, melted snow. There's pillars lining the sides of the room because they're supporting an overlooking rail on the second story. And there's an impressive staircase just opposite the door.
Okay. Well, I found our way in.
The door?
Yeah. Everyone else is busy looking
Yeah,
for
they're going around
something.
the other sides of the
I was
house, and then
looking how to
Toren's
get
just like,
in. I was looking to see what our
waiting.
exit strategy could be.
Dantiir will prestidigitation the stain away.
So I
Uh,
suggest we begin looking because we may not have a lot of time.
very true.
Let's go in. And I'm gonna be careful as I walk through because apparently this house is falling apart,
Mhm.
as noticed by this door that swings outward just fell inward.
Sure.
So
Has anybody seen like the house in Black Butler? So
No.
it's just a big flat living room, almost like a ballroom, at the entrance, and then opposite you, there's just like a wide set of stairs, and then those split, and then they go up.
okay.
Might be like Wayne Manor also.
Do we hear anything on the inside?
Yeah.
Any noise? Or is it just us echoing in the
Do
foyer?
we hear a creepy harpsichord playing?
You do, you do not hear a creepy harpsichord, but
Okay.
Toren, as you're one of the first ones going through there as well, go ahead and give me your perception check for the inside of the house.
Oh.
What'd you get?
6.
A 6.
6. Guys,
Great.
we're not doing so good.
So there's quite a number of like doors off to the either side of you. There's like one immediately to the right, two immediately to the left, and there, and then of course the catwalk of railway to
Sure.
locations. Mostly you hear. Most of what you hear may be creakings in the house. Maybe somebody walking, but from this far away, they'd have to be like on the second floor. There's no immediate sounds other than like the creaking of the floorboards underneath your feet as you kind of walk in the front door.
We need to decide how we're going to search.
Room
Do
by
we-
room?
When we were in the vision, do we see like? Does anything look familiar from the vision?
Nothing here.
Okay.
Can I turn into a dog?
At any time. And
I mean, I
also
can
because
do
you're a
it
druid.
Not
once.
even wild shaping. Just
Just yes.
Just yes.
Well, for mostly because of the small reason, but also if this is a unsafe, rickety place, Mr. Tree weighs a lot,
Yeah.
and
That's very
so a dog wouldn't weigh as much. Plus, if I'm specifically a mastiff, I get advantage on perception checks.
That's a
With your
plan.
nose, I think, right?
Yeah, if I can it relies on hearing or smelling, so I
Oh,
can like try
Both
and.
of them.
Mhm.
Cool.
Okay, so not on sight, but hearing or smelling. All right.
Yeah.
So just kind of give me some. You transform into a dog.
Mhm.
Woof.
Mr. Can I say it's a green dog?
I would say that like the tip of the fur is green, but it like melds into brown, so it's like it looks almost like a moss covered dog.
That's awesome.
Interesting. Okay. All right. So what's marching order for going in? I know Torrens was there at the door.
Dantiir.
Dantiir was close enough to clean.
Dantiir.
Dantiir first.
No, I want to ask him something.
Oh, go ahead.
Do you have your whip out?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's always out. It always talks to me. It speaks to me. Yeah, no, as long as I'm attuned to it and it is on me, it will notify me it will keep me from being surprised. Looking down at my whip, is the eye looking in any direction in specific?
It's looking up at the second floor, and then it's looking down at like down.
Okay.
So second floor, and there's possibly a basement in here.
Okay. I'll mention that to everybody. You said you heard something coming from upstairs, potentially, correct, brother?
I heard nothing.
Well, I can listen, but I wouldn't be able to tell you.
Well, you can point.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Point
could try
out.
and just lift up an ear,
Yeah.
take a listen.
That's true. Let's give that a shot then.
Do I get to roll?
You get to roll with advantage because this is for listening.
Yay! Please be higher than a 10, because that's the highest I've made today. Okay. Sorry, the first one was a 4 and the second was an 18!
Oh, that's nice.
So that's a dirty 20!
Super nice. Okay. As kind of Toren and Dantiir are here at the front, and you're listening, you don't like the sound of the floor as it's creaking, but like where they're stepping, it's creaking a lot.
Ooh.
Like groaning at that point.
I will bark at them, because I can't talk.
Yeah, I'm wearing scale mail and carrying a shield.
I'm going to step away from my brother.
Just from this bark.
That's 51 pounds, not
Sure.
including me.
I'm just scratching at the floor.
Yeah, I'm going to do much the same. Just try to find a as stable as a spot as possible. Because I just looked at my encumbrance. So yeah,
What's your
127
encumbrance
of
look
that.
like? I'm sure it's fine. So stairs in front, and some barks from Mr. Tree. From Mr.
I've never had a dog. I don't know what.
What barks
Just like-
mean?
I don't know what
It's
that
making
means.
noises. Somebody do that.
Timmy's
Do
down
something
a
about it.
well.
I'm going to try and communicate with the dog. Can she understand common?
Yeah,
Okay.
Who doesn't?
I just can't
Well,
speak
she's
to
a
you.
dog. I don't know how druids
Well,
work.
he's a dog.
He's a dog. I'm so
I'm scratching at the floor and barking, looking at y'all, just
so down. We're supposed to go down, or this is unsafe.
bark twice for yes.
Should we go upstairs or downstairs? Upstairs 1 bark, downstairs 2 barks.
The dog shrugs.
Yeah.
Let's start upstairs because we can get upstairs from right here, and we'll be able to hopefully find out sooner if it's the wrong spot.
I will take
Okay.
a step forward.
Okay. The floor groans, but it's holding.
Let's just go single file.
Yep.
Nice.
Well, I'm not willing to leave these rooms unsearched if we walk right past them and they scoot out the front door behind us.
I'm not saying leave something unsearched. I'm saying let's go single file.
So should we just check these doors quick?
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. We'll go down the line then?
Mhm.
Or do we
Send
each
the
want to
dog
grab
over?
one?
We can do one person outside of each door, and on the count of 3, we do policeman's rush.
Okay.
Kick them all in.
So
Okay.
there's there's doors nearby. Let's say closer to the entrance of where you are. There's a door to the that way, door that way. So both left and right have doors.
I'll take the left. Left closest.
And then further down, there'll be another pair of left and right. And then there's stairs going up.
I will take the furthest on the right.
I'll take the furthest on the left.
I'll take the close right then. So, brothers, and then not brothers.
Nice. So Toren goes in, just goes off immediately to the left. Dantiir immediately to the right. And then Segrid and Hannah kind of go further into the room. The floor is really groaning. And it's you just get this uneasy feeling about it, but it certainly holds your weight as you go across it and you get to those doors. Where is Mr. Tree the dog going?
Sitting at the base of the stairs.
Oh, okay, so she just goes there to the stairs. That's fair.
Just like, I think he'll still be guard dog, listening out, do I hear any differences in the sound?
Not bad. Okay. So the floor almost doesn't groan at all as Mr. Tree walks across it. Just kind of like pad. So as you open up the 1, 2, 3 go,
Mm-hmm.
where Toren is, opens it up, and this room is got some heavy cloaks and some coats on pegs, no light, but is otherwise kind of empty, unless you want to search through any of these. It looks like it's a coat closet, though it looks kind of old.
It's a cloakroom.
Yeah, it's never a bad idea to at least poke things, because my brother is annoying and has hidden behind curtains before.
Oh, sure.
Effectively.
So you're gonna poke through these things.
With
With your stick.
with my mace.
Oh, with your mace, of course. So it looks like one of these is fair adult size, is maybe for a 6-foot person, and you're kind of pushing that aside. There's another coat. This is men's coats, and then on the other side there's women's petticoats. As you push the third coat aside, there's a little girl's body hung by a noose.
Aww.
And I need you to do a horror check as the child is there.
Which is
This would be a
what
charisma saving throw.
Okay. Oh no, a 9.
Oh.
Okay. You are rendered not catatonic exactly, but you are stunned for a good 4 rounds in that, and you are almost unable to speak. But that's fine. You don't have to speak for the moment, because then the child's head kind of rolls slightly to the side and the eyes roll up at you, and just this smile starts crawling across its face, and it starts reaching up for the rope around its neck and starts pulling on it. And so we go over to Dantiir, where you opened up your room.
Yeah.
There is, it looks like this is one of the larger rooms that would have been a place where, when men were men, they adjourned here after meals. This room
Lots of cigars and whiskey.
Exactly. This is a smoking room. There's on the walls lots of weapons. There's long swords. There's 2 shields, daggers, a great sword, and it's a smoking room, but it looks like it hasn't been used for a very long time. There's a lot of mold on most of the chairs and things here. For where Hannah went, a little
Mhm.
further down, you've opened it, and there's like a lot of. Oh, there's like some fresh scent of like a lot of mold here. There's like it's all around this latrine, and there's like this little table with a wash basin, but the water that's been sitting in here has sat here for a while.
Oh,
Uh,
I found the
You
bathroom.
found the bathroom, so if anybody has to go,
Hold it.
yeah. And on the wallpaper that's not molded over, it has pictures of like little armies fighting, like cavalry, people on horses.
Yeah.
And for where Segrid went, a little further in and to the left, there is a. This is a. It looks like it's kind of a plush room. There's like a very cushy sofa and very fluffy chairs, and there's even like a full length mirror, except well, it's broken. And there's a wash basin next to that mirror also, and so there's a bit of moldy smell coming from that direction, but it's mostly coming from this curtained off section along the north wall.
Can I go towards it?
Okay. It's getting really intense at this point. So, but the Sigurd has literally not been frightened off by ghoul stench, so this should be fine.
Hannah's
Her
closing the
nose
door
is
to the
in my-
bathroom.
Do any of the weapons look especially fancy?
You know, now that you mention it, I would say that as you get closer to inspecting these things, the daggers that are displayed there, they're like on little stands.
Uh-huh.
Those ones, they look silver. The other weapons that are kind of hanging and that, they look like they're actually painted wood.
Okay. How many silver daggers are there?
2.
Okay, I'm gonna grab those and before I exit.
Okay. And then Segrid, as you do you do anything with the curtain?
Yes.
No. What do you do with the curtain?
Oh, sorry. I thought you cut off. I with the tip of my sword, I push it back.
Oh, nice. The full black moldy smell comes forward to you, and you found the ladies' room.
Oh.
I back out of the room.
Okay. So you've backed out. At this point, Toren, it's been a couple of seconds, and the child has her eyes are kind of bulging more now, as its face is now seems to be trying to pull itself off of the noose, except the
It's
neck
alive?
is now tearing. It certainly seems to be trying to be alive.
Do I recognize this child? Is it Isabella?
Oh, it certainly looks like Isabella.
Ah!
Jesus. And then the head falls off. It just didn't have much left at that point. And you all do get to hear like a bump sound and see something rolling out from behind Toren's legs. Actually, Mr. Tree, you get to see that was a head.
Oh gosh!
Everybody else, I think you were distracted by mold and didn't quite see it, because then Toren, as you see this happen, and maybe like look down momentarily at the head, that's like you see its eyes kind of as it rolls, and that it vanishes, and the child is gone as well.
That's creepy AF.
Can I still not talk?
Yeah, you're good now. You're good.
I found these cool knives.
Toren, are you alright? You found some knives.
Sympathy bark.
Mr. Tree saw it.
There's something in this house, and we need to find that child and get out of here as soon as possible. And I'm not going to talk about why I know that, but that is what we are going to do.
I found the bathroom.
I found the ladies' room. Is there anything in there, by the way, of interest?
Of the washroom, it looks like if there had been stuff, maybe soaps, but they're They're like those kind of crumbly cakes now that they're not
Oh, okay.
super nice.
So giving their walk around, did I hear like any sound of maybe somebody else being alerted? Like maybe because they're not being quiet about walking around. So
That's true. Roll me your perception one more time.
yay, please be good.
Hmm.
Hey, did it 18 again. Yay.
Nice.
So that's a dirty 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
You do not hear anything from this round except for the thump thump as something fell
Yeah.
from where Toren had been. So nothing from here. You are pretty sure that you do hear something coming from behind you, but upstairs. And it's not just coming from one place upstairs. Like there's things moving upstairs at all different parts. There's something else that I did not mention yet, but Dantiir, as you were maybe looking around that room, and that there is another set of doors that lead further to the right.
I would have gone and checked them then.
Okay, they would have been unlocked and would have been like its own set of elegance, maybe. In the past, there's a rather large table with a cobweb draped candelabrum there, surrounded by chairs that have long ago been covered by linen to shield them from dust. And at the wall at the southern end has the Falenescu family crest. And then at the other corner of it, there are a pair of stairs. There's a set of stairs that turn up and a pair of stairs that turn down.
All right. So then I'd head back and pass along the information. There's another set of stairs up and down in there. I have no idea where it leads to, but
Does the ground seem safer? Will we fall through on those?
do they look safer?
It wasn't everything wasn't squeaking as bad when you were on that side of the house.
Okay. A little bit, potentially.
Well, what if we send the dog a little bit up the main stairs, and if no good, we take other ones? You're tiny and you're fast. You'll be fine.
Bark.
Look around, Lee.
I can't convey crap. Mr. Tree does not want to go upstairs because there's a lot of noise going on up there. But you know what? He'll just like turn around and just be like, okay, slowly like
And
trying to slink up the stairs.
I'd probably keep a little bit try to keep a little bit closer.
Mm-hmm.
Not like super close, so that if something she falls through or he falls through, I won't fall through too.
I will touch Mr. Tree and cast guidance. So on your next ability check, you can add a D4 to your roll just in case something happens.
You
Yay!
guys are so much more cautious than I am.
Okay. So Dantiir was, of course, on that side already and says, like, hey, there's stairs. And then you all told Mr. Tree to come down from where he had been on, like, center stairs to go to that side.
Are we going up the main stairs?
No, the center ones. Yeah, the main ones.
The
main
main
ones.
ones first.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
She's checking those first.
Oh, okay, so you're all going that way. Okay, so as soon as you all get closer to those stairs, the center of the first floor cannot take all your weight at the same time, and it collapses.
Oh no.
Bye.
Thank
Can I
goodness
try
I
to,
gave
like-
you guidance.
Catch.
I'm a
dog
dog!
as it falls through?
Oh yeah, every single one of you needs to give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh god, I'm really
Oh,
bad.
no.
I'm good at these.
Hey,
Oh,
a dog
God.
doesn't have terrible decks.
The
9.
10 from Hannah.
I get to add a D4.
19!
23.
No one
Okay.
should listen to me. I'm dumb.
With guidance, thank you, by the way. I got 12.
Okay, so nice. So let's see. I'll just go over it one more. It's DC 11 was the DC here. So Dantiir, did you make it?
Oh yeah.
Nice. Mr. Tree, the dog?
I got oh gosh, what did I say? 12. No. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
'Cause
How about Hannah?
I got 10.
Okay. Secret?
9.
9, alright. And for Toren?
19.
Dang, okay. For
The elf blood.
some... for the elf bloods. They reacted quickest, and the dog. Such that...
Well, I was like partway on the stairs, and so like slipping off. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to put the brothers on and close to those center stairs, and as well as the dog. And Segrid and Hannah, you get to fall through
Oh,
to
no.
a basement, taking 3 bludgeoning damage each, and 5 piercing damage as you and jagged pieces of floor timbers fall into the basement.
Ouch.
So this is a very different thing, as you've landed in... It's a basement. It's a wide room. Off to the right... off to your left, there's certainly a set of stairs that are maybe a good 50, 60 feet away from you to a corner. But and there's like just one set of stairs that goes up. There's another short but like cemented stairs that seem solid. They go up to like this flattened ceiling door. And to your right, there's just like a single door that kind of leads into... It looks almost like a kitchen door. Like this would kind of be pushed rather than needing to be turned for such. But that's kind of like normal basement things. So this basement is rather large. Like it could be its own like small house by itself. But it's just how the rich live, I guess. You remember how the house on the outside had kind of been tilted in the back, kind of gone down? It's most evident here because in front of you, you've landed on like this dry section, but in front of you for a good 40 to 50 feet, it looks like there's warmth here, enough to have melted what snows come in, because in front of you there is like a submerged and flooded half of a basement. And there's just like furniture and crates and wardrobes, at least one coffin, and it's just from looking at it, it looks like there are maybe 3 coffins. One of them is smaller, like maybe child size, and one of the adult ones, though, it does have like a shiny gem on the top of it. That's something to consider, but maybe to consider in... Maybe not in the immediate future, because coming out, bursting from the kitchen door, or that swingy door, there are 3 ghouls that are kind of scrambling for you at the noise of this. And they're wearing almost uniforms, but stained and dirtied. Like brown jumpsuits in one, and a dirtied apron with another, and this it probably used to be frills, but is now just mostly black and molded, as these 3 come towards you all. And I'll need everybody to roll initiative.
It was nice knowing you.
Right?
Goodbye
I don't
for
even
a
have a backup character rolled up.
I do.
I do.
I don't have one rolled up, but I know what I'm gonna do.
Hey, the dog has better decks than I do.
Oh, shit. Really? Again?
What'd you roll?
I have
Alright, let's
4.
check
Alright.
this out. So
That's my bonus.
You got better than me.
God.
so Dantiir, what'd you get?
I got 21.
Okay. And Mr. Tree?
I got a 16. Dog has better decks than Mr. Tree does.
Oh, nice. Okay. Hannah, what'd you get?
9.
9. And Segrid?
2.
2. Okay. Toren?
4.
All right. That's interesting. Okay, I will say that the ghouls here also got a 16. I'm going to make them go after Mr. Tree.
Well,
Let's see. So we got Dantiir, got Mr. Tree, got the ghouls, and then Then we've got Hannah, Toren, and Segrid. Alrighty. Okay, so Dantiir, you're up top. You're at the base of like first floor stairs. You can see down into this dark basement. Most of the light is just coming in from moonlight above. There's a big skylight above this whole center area, and the first floor foyer is just like ruined in the middle section. There's like edges you could get around.
Can I see the zombie ghouls that are coming after my friends downstairs?
Oh yeah, you can see and hear. They're just slavering.
Okay, I'm gonna take a shot at them with my short bow.
Okay. I'm going to take a shot at the lead.
That is going to be a 16.
Definitely hit.
Awesome. The right die. Yay. That is 4 damage.
Nice. I want to say that you hit the one in the kind of khaki onesie.
Eh,
It's got some pockets on it.
I'll show him how to wear pockets.
That's how it goes. All right. And are you good being there where you are at the base of the first floor stairs?
If I am safe from falling down here, if I feel that I'm safe from falling, like more collapsing stuff. Otherwise, if they can get to a safer, more sturdy place and still have line of sight, I'll do that.
No, you're in an okay spot. The stairs did not collapse, and it doesn't groan as much as the rest of them.
I'm pretty light.
Okay. Them elven feats. Okay, that means that it's Mr. Tree's turn as a mastiff here, who's up from the basement.
Okay, how far down is it?
Oh, it's a good like 20 feet.
Like it would hurt if I jumped, maybe, possibly.
Could there's you can smell the dirty water that's in there, so that's a splashy landing is a possibility.
Because it might be too far to try and like jump to where Dantiir said there were stairs leading down.
That's in like 2 rooms over.
Yeah, that would be 2 rooms over.
Yeah.
Like you could dash over there and.
Yeah, I think I'm a dog. I'm gonna just jump. I'm gonna try and jump, but try and do it safely. But I'm not a cat, so.
All right, give me either athletics or acrobatics on here.
I think it's the same for a dog.
Sure,
so.
give those dog dexterities.
It's better than Mr. Tree. What is it? Okay. That's an 18.
Dang, that dog has got it. All right, you can land wherever you want down there. You can land on somebody if you want to.
Do it!
Can I? Because that sounds hilarious.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm going to land on somebody. Just like I'm still a fairly good sized doggo. I'm just going to land on someone as a jump down. I'll let you pick.
That's fair. Sigrid, Hannah, how do you like dogs?
I mean, I love dogs. Dogs are great.
I'll try to catch him.
Okay, see. Mr. Tree gives a big bark. Just like leaps off. Sigrid, he lands right into your arms. It's a big dog.
Yeah.
You can kind of like put him down. Yeah.
At least I'm strong. I just sort of drop him.
Yeah, just good dog. All right, you're down there. There's 3 ghouls right in front of your friends. What you doing?
Can I get to one of the ghoulies?
Oh, the closest, yes.
I'll get,
This would be the gardener.
I'll get to the closest and I'll try and bite him. Just take a good bite. This is gonna go great. And by that I mean, hey, that's not terrible. A dog has +3 to hit, so 17.
Oh, dang, yeah.
Yeah. So he's gonna take 5 piercing damage, and it needs to make a strength saving throw.
What? All right.
I love dogs, man.
Strength saving throw. They're not weak, but they're a 21.
Yeah, he's fine. No, he was gonna get knocked down, but I just took a good old chomp on his leg instead.
Yeah. Was gonna get knocked down, but he got up again, and that's never gonna keep him down. That's nice. In this case, it'll be the ghoul's turn. So there's 3 ghouls, and there's 3 of you. So I'm gonna roll
one for each of us.
One for each of you. So first one on the dog, Mr. Tree.
Oh God, what's the dog's AC?
So this, that's important.
I got it.
So some claws on Mr. Tree as it just kind of tries to grab you, and its mouth is just open. It looks like he's trying to grab you for some lunch. So this is claws first. This will be a 13 versus Mr. Tree's dog.
His armor class is 12, so that hits.
Okay, so that means that on
Oh,
this one,
gosh.
they have to take a little bit of damage here. That'll be 6 slashing damage.
I turn back into a dragon.
All right. And
Oh.
this is something else. This gardener has not been washing his hands in probably
Ew.
a decade. So I need
Okay.
Mr. Tree to do a quick Constitution saving throw.
That's not one of my good things. Oh, hey. Okay, 17.
Oh, not bad. Okay. You feel like this momentary sickness wash over you, but because of the scratches that were on you when you were a dog are not there, you kind of like it goes away after a quick second.
Nice.
And for everyone else, let's see. On Hannah, this one's coming close to you. The one with the wearing the apron, kind of like does a very fast waddle, and is trying to grab for your arm. And you know when the children are kind of young and they'll like try to scratch each other, they'll try to grab onto the hand. That's what this apron wearing ghoul is going for. So this is a 23 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. So this will be doing 3 slashing damage. She gets 3 piercing claws into you, and I need you to do a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, 21.
Oh, dang. Okay. You've seen kids. They're just like, stop it, stop, just knock them off. At that point, it's not
I'm gonna
cute.
kick him.
Yeah. And versus Segrid, something similar. This one's coming from the doily wearing one, and this is this is a natural 20. So coming to you.
No.
This is 4 slashing damage. I rolled 1s on both of those dice. 4 slashing damage, and I need you to also do a Constitution saving throw as they kind of get you with a double-handed arm.
Okay. 6.
A 6. You
Goodbye, my friends.
you weren't quite feeling it. You thought it's like, this is the grossest thing I've ever seen. It's kind of almost corpulent, but part of that is probably decomposition. But its mouth is like gross, and there's a stench. This person hasn't washed in quite a while. And as that thought goes through your mind, you're thinking it's like, this person hasn't washed in quite a while, and they're touching me, and they're touching me like in me. So you are now paralyzed at this moment, as you just feel like your muscles start seizing up. And you'll get to repeat this saving throw on your turns, but for the moment, you something is going through your veins, and it is not pleasant. And so that next up is Hannah.
I guess he's a little too close for me to use my cannon, so I'm going to hack at him with my hand axe.
Okay, you see Segrid kind of like freeze up next to you as well. Just
Yeah.
so you know, go for that hand axe.
10. I'm assuming 10 doesn't hit.
It does not. He kind of takes it on, and that slice just slices right off without preventing him from doing anything else.
And if I move away, he's going to get an attack of opportunity.
That's a thing. That could happen.
Okay. I'm going to try it. I'm going to try and back away from him.
That's fine. It tries to bite, and it snaps a 1. So that's
Oh, good.
that's fine.
All right, so I'm going to move as far as I can with my back against the wall behind me.
Okay, so you get there's the
I can move 30 feet, so I don't know if I can get all the way.
that'll get you like to the north wall. So that
Okay.
there's stairs just to your left, and then further ahead of you and left, there's like the not trapdoor out, but the storm doors out.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, you're away from the group of it, and you're much further from the water. Not bad. Okay, Toren, what you doing up there on the stairs while you see Segrid kind of freezes up, the dog's biting, Hannah kind of backs away far across the room.
Oh, I'm not a dog anymore.
Oh, well, yeah, that's right.
I am
transforms.
Sacred Flaming, the one that just paralyzed Segrid, so it needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, dang, they're not super great at that. Okay.
Oh, really?
That's a 12. I don't think that works.
That does not work, but it only takes 1 point of radiant damage because the 8 dice rolls for me tonight.
Yeah, okay. So it gets laser beamed in the face, and that's
And
Wow.
it's dead.
not quite. But
It's like
And-
magic.
Because I make poor life choices, I'm going to attempt the jump down into the cellar because I
Nice.
need to protect these people.
all right,
Join us,
athletics
Toren.
or acrobatics?
Both are terrible. Sure. Nope.
Oh!
Nope.
no.
That is a 6.
That is a 6.
Oh, no.
Okay. That's not great. Were you going to be landing? Were you trying for a soft landing in the water or for a soft landing on the drier parts?
I was going for dry land.
Okay, that's good. So for the dry land, you do land there, and you do knock into Segrid, who had caught Mr. Treve successfully the last time, and does not catch you successfully this time. And so you are knocked prone as you fall. Segrid is kind of tussled, and for some reason doesn't move out of the way, and just is. It's weird, but you are going to take 6 damage as you fall and land prone on the floor.
Okay.
Okay, you've still got movement. If you want to get up, you get about half movement left, and there's enough ghouls here.
I will stand up, and then I don't have anything else I can do, so that's it.
Okay, well, you're down there. Teamwork, team support. All right, Segrid, you got somebody ran into you from behind. You can't even move your head to see them. Give me, unless you have something else that you can do that doesn't require movement, you are paralyzed. You can give me another Constitution saving.
Yeah, no, I don't really have anything. Okay. And Constitution 12.
Nice. Okay. Maybe the shock knocked it out of it. Maybe just the adrenaline pumping into your veins is helping you pass this. You still feel sick. You feel nauseous, but you can move again.
Woo!
So you
And
get
I
back.
can't get anything.
You get back reactions. As we go to, so if something happens near you, there's certainly a person nearby. Dantiir, what are you doing? We'll make this the last rounds.
Okay.
You are by yourself up there.
I am, and they're all in melee combat,
Yes.
so I should just join them.
Should you? All right.
I mean, like, I get a disadvantage for shooting into melee, don't I? Or is
That's
that
kind of tough.
yeah? So, I will pull out my rapier, and I will attempt to more gracefully get down there, and if I can get up to one of them and attack.
Okay. There's the one wearing gardener's clothes. There's the one wearing the apron, and there's the one in kind of a maid's outfit.
The gardener was the one I shot before, right?
That's right. He's still got an
Okay.
arrow.
So yeah, I will attempt to acrobatics down there and then stab him.
Go for it.
That is going to be a 22.
Nice.
Ooh.
Okay. You might land directly on him, kind of like doing that shoulder flip, and as you land behind, you attempt a nice stabbing.
And I might actually hit. That is going to be a 19 to hit.
Oh, definitely. Roll some damage.
That is going to be 6 points of damage with my silvered rapier.
Nice. Okay. It looks more the worse for wear. It's raggedly standing. There's a lot of shake in its legs. You hear and see and smell kind of a sloughing off of flesh within this gardener's onesie, and there's like bits that have fallen down onto the floor. It's kind of gross. But
That's pretty disgusting.
yeah,
Yeah.
it goes. Ghouls. They're a little up from zombies, but not too much. Mr. Tree, what are you doing?
I'm gonna whack it with my stick.
As you do?
You're like that
Two-handed.
angry old teacher that keeps
Yeah,
the
yeah.
discipline
Ruler.
roller.
Yeah,
It's a
exactly.
yardstick ruler.
I've
so they
gotten
can
good
be
use
farther.
out of this thing. But let's see how that goes. God dang it. Okay, whacking with sticks does not work for me. All right, because that's just an 8.
All right, that's it takes a stick in the mouth and just like bites down on it.
Hey, but I have a bonus action that I can do that I've never done before.
Oh,
I can do my spirit totem.
okay.
Nice.
I'm gonna do a spirit totem of the bear because everybody gets 7 temporary hit points
Nice.
if
Oh,
they're
that's really
within if they're in a 30-foot radius.
Oh, that's everybody. It's even Hannah. Nice. Okay, so everybody mark 7 temporary hit
7?
points.
Okay, 7.
Yes,
Nice.
thank you.
You're welcome.
Nice.
a
And are you
beautiful
okay
bear.
with where you are, Mr. Tree? You're Mr. Bear.
Lots of
you're
animals.
tucked to the bear.
Yeah, I'm just gonna I tried to whack it and then I was like, well, have a bear, and then
All right.
there's just like a spectral bear.
There's the 4 of you in kind of close combat with 3 ghouls here. Hannah, you're off to the north side of it, and this is where the ghouls will then have to make a bit of a choice here. Versus Dantiir, the one who you've been fighting, kind of turns on you and does
They
a
always
claw
do.
with a 19 versus your AC.
Oh yeah.
Okay, this will be a 4 damage.
Okay.
And as it claws into you, your skin kind of... this feels difficult, but you see some of these impurities that are kind of purplish and seeping into your skin just kind of like wash away. So I need you to do a Constitution save, but it's a little easier for a half-elf.
Awesome. That is going to be a 14.
Okay. You shake it off. It felt kind of gross, kind of nasty, but it was like a bug that you were able to swipe away. For against Mr. Tree, that is a 22 versus AC.
That hits.
All right, and so for you, this will be a 7 clawed slashing damage.
There goes all my temps.
Oh.
Goodbye, temporary hit points.
And another Constitution save from you.
Oh dear. Oh yay, 16.
Okay, no problems. And then against Toren, this will be a 22 also.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
These are tougher boys. This will be also 7
Oof.
versus
Thank
your
Bye,
goodness.
By
slashing
temporary.
What just regular slashing?
regular slashing.
Okay.
And
Yay.
so this is because they've leapt down in between you and the rest of them. So Hannah, you were all right on that, and Segrid, they kind of jumped in to take some of this.
Do I need to make a con save? Just
Oh, you
to
do
be
actually. Yes,
fair.
thank you. That's fair.
No, that's a 3.
Oh,
Oh,
all right. So it's a little easier for half elves, but not super easy. So that means you are paralyzed as it cuts into you. And Segrid, you can kind of recognize what's happening to her. This is what's happening to him. It's something in the blood. Okay, Hannah, your turn. You see all of this going on. This time it's Toren who's frozen up.
All right, I'm going to
Take a nap.
shoot one of them.
Oh.
So hopefully I don't hit anyone else.
That's the hope. So you've got the gardener onesie wearing one. He looks the most hurt.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot the one that came out. No, I'm gonna miss. I missed. Doesn't matter who I was aiming for. I rolled a 6.
Oh, that's fine. I mean, there's a lot of friends in here. You took it
Yep.
took it cautious, and it kind of went wide. It lands behind and into the flooded part of the basement.
But maybe the boom that it makes would help snap Toren out of it.
That's right. It's a thunder cannon. Unfortunately, what Torrance is dealing with is more biological in this
Well,
part.
I tried.
It's true.
Fire
Torren,
a gun next year. This'll help.
Yes.
roll me another Constitution saving throw. As
Okay.
your other whisper.
12.
This will do. So you were stuck for a few seconds.
Even though technically the lower DC doesn't really apply.
for...
Racial modifiers.
Oh, no, not as low as a 6.
Okay.
That's what got you stuck. If you were a full elf, you wouldn't have even been affected. It's one of those things.
Okie dokie.
All right, so you're fine to use reactions again, and then Segrid, your turn. You're back. You're ready to go. These boys and ladies and undead things took your actions from you, but no longer.
Okay. I'm going to use my silver short sword, and I will hack at the one closest to me.
Nice. Okay.
And so, what's what does silver weapons do?
They
I wrote it
can.
down. I can't find it.
So silver weapons, they work the same as other weapons, but the silver may have other effects on certain types of creatures.
Okay.
You haven't had an opportunity, I think, to see any differences in any of the things that you've hit with it.
Well, she's going to base it. They asked her to cut the head off with a silver weapon,
Okay,
so that's why she switched to her to the silver weapon.
that's fair.
Might have it here. That's a natural 20.
Wow, pom, pom, pom.
And I do, looks like 9 damage.
Nice. Okay, I want to say that you chop an arm off that ghoul, the one with the apron that's been bothering you before. So now there's like just one arm, just meaty arm, falls onto the floor. It seems to twitch for a little bit and then just like stops at that point. And so at this point, as there's still 2 ghouls, one in very bad condition, one that's been disarmed, and one that's just there in an apron. The water that's down here has certainly been fresher than what was in the latrines, but it's very humid down here, and some of that's now escaping up the first floor. And Toren, next to you, you hear a voice that says, "Why are you hurting all of our servants?" And there's a child who appears just next to you, and she looks like she has a face that is a little pouty, just like a... And that's where we will stop it for there.
Okay.
God.
I just have to bring up that in real life, I think children are really creepy, and
They
the
are
fact that she
creepy.
keeps appearing in front of Toren is driving me insane.
It's been the week of the undead for you guys.
I mean, we are in Strahd.
Ugh.
I
True.
expect undead.
One of
Why
those
couldn't Toren have found a bathroom?
I would rather have had him found the bathroom. That was a really gross bathroom.
It could have gone either way. You guys picked up, and that's where it goes.
I only realized just within today's game that I am like mostly useless because everything I have is poison. And as far as I know, poisons, a lot of things that are undead are usually poisons. No big deal for them.
It's true. It's true.
So I'm just like, well, poo.
It's really effective against living things, against undead.
Yeah. Not so much.
Don't worry. I'm sure there'll be
Sure
plenty
we
of
are
werewolves and things.
plenty. Of living things that will need to...
Yeah, that's how it goes. Welcome to Barovia.
Oh, God. I'm so glad I have a second character role. Just so
Yeah.
I'm going to work on that this week.
Yeah.
roll some more.
I've got
Be
like...
everybody's homework. And so you have now spent about like a half hour here into the Falenescu Manor, another half hour to get there. So it's been about an hour since the town was being burned down and you came out here to find Serena. You hear some noises from the upstairs. You did collapse part of the downstairs. We're making a lot of progress.
Downward
You
progress.
found Isabella. That's one kid.
No.
One kid down, one kid to go. That's just how it goes. All right. So that'll be our session for this week. Thanks all of you who are watching in, and we'll see you next week. We'll get all our headsets and things fixed, and I hope you like the look of all the overlays that we're using. I think it's really cool.
It is.
Oh, we're getting rated.
Yes. Thanks,
everybody.
Virus.
Thank
But
you.
we're just ending.
You're rating at the end of it.
All right. We'll see you next week, y'all. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.